before I start this video, I just want to say that if you're new here, go ahead and down below hit that subscribe button because you do not want to miss out on any more of our BRZ content. I have a couple mods coming in for this car besides the exhaust that we are already reviewing today that are freaking awesome, and I can't wait to share them with you guys. And this car is going to look so different and be a completely different car. It's going to be one of my favorite builds ever on the channel, and it's going to be amazing. So definitely, ooh, GTR is my dream car, sorry. But yeah, you are not going to want to miss this build, so definitely go ahead and stick around and hit that subscribe button. I want to say that there are plenty of exhausts out there for this car already, but none of them as good as this exhaust, and for a few reasons. And I'm going to give you guys, just a rundown of the video, I'm going to give you guys the cold start, try to get flybys of this car. I don't really know how I'm going to do that, but I'm going to try. I'm going to get some in-car driving, some POV driving. Maybe we'll go hit a highway on-ramp so you guys can get a feel of what this thing's like at wide open throttle. I just want to give you guys like a complete overview of why I feel this is the coolest or best exhaust for this car. It's definitely not the quietest, and in fact, it's probably one of the loudest exhausts you can get for this car, unless you were to build a custom one. It is definitely one of the loudest exhausts for this car, for sure. Being a little loud, especially because, like, for my own enjoyment, I like when cars are a little bit on the louder side. And I forgot to mention, with this car, you get pops and bangs, like, from the factory. You can't change it. I don't know, maybe you could tune it out, but, like, this car comes with pops and bangs from the factory on downshifts only. I have to stress that it is on downshifts only, which is nice because I don't like. All right, I used to really like the pop and bang tunes, but I'm kind of out of it. Like I don't really like that stuff anymore. But it is pretty nice on downshifts to have because it is really fun, and I'll try and see if it'll do it right now. Oh, that was a bit aggressive. I love the single exit. I think the single exit is one of the best looking exhausts, especially for JDM cars. It was just a few people that didn't like the single exit. I think the single exit exhaust is the best looking. I understand a lot of people won't agree with that, but I'm gonna do what I want. All right, so now I think I'm gonna give you guys some POV driving points just so you can get a feel of what it sounds like while you're actually driving it. And then I'm gonna go and get some flybys, and then we're gonna do, maybe I'll even show you the idle, because you guys definitely need to understand what this car feels like to actually drive with this exhaust. It's an amazing feeling. Down right now, so it's a little bit loud, but this is the worst the car drones right here, and it's literally nothing. If you've ever driven a Focus ST with a straight piped exhaust, you know what drone is. This is nothing compared to that. So that was just a little bit of normal driving. I'm gonna go up here on the highway and do a pull up the on-ramp just to show you guys kind of what this thing is like. But in daily driving, this is the perfect exhaust. Like, I've never had an exhaust with this much sound, with this much volume, and it's just overall like has this much character for what you get and how dailyable this exhaust is. A lot of people might be afraid of how loud they think this exhaust might be, and it's probably pretty loud from the outside, but inside, perfect. It's literally everything you'd want. And I'd say around the 2,000 to 2,800-ish RPM is where you get the perfect like Subaru rumble from this car, and I'll show you if this light ever turns green. And I had to come out here a little later because I thought there'd be less people, but there isn't, so I'm just trying to make the best out of this. But just see when we hit about 2200 RPM to 2,800 RPM, just listen to that sound if you can hear it. That was another Subaru. no backfires on decel. Most of the tunes that you can get backfire as soon as you take your foot off the gas, but this only does it on downshifts. And if you blip the gas when you're in neutral on a downshift. Like if you're in gear and you put it into neutral and slap the gas pretty hard, it'll backfire on that too, which is kind of cool. Like ready, I'm gonna put it in neutral, touch the gas. Oh, I didn't do it that time, but it sounds so good. Rev matches in this car sound really good now too. Like rev matching from neutral, like when you're at like zero, like I don't know, 700 RPM. If I wanted to go into fourth, I get that baby pop. Oh my god, it's so nice. So yeah, we're gonna get on the highway here and do as much of a pull as I can. It looks like there's a good amount of people, so I'll just try and be last in line. See if I can get a pop under the tunnel. Yeah, little baby ones. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get one here. We might have to go to a different one, but I'll still get on it once we get on. Actually, no, I'll stay here. Literally, there is like almost no drone, even full throttle doing a pull. This exhaust is like one of the quietest and loudest exhausts that I've ever heard. If you're on the outside of this, you're probably going to get a lot of it, but if you're on the inside, it's an enjoyable amount of noise. And it is getting a little bit dark, so as soon as I do this highway pull, I kind of want to go and see if I can find a place to show you guys what it sounds like from the outside. Yeah, not that bad. Literally the perfect sound. It sounds like a Subaru, it's not too loud, it's probably pretty loud on the outside. Absolutely perfect. I could not be happier with this exhaust. And axle back just won't do it for this car. You have to go full send and go cat back. It's just the best idea, honestly. Gonna flip around and do a quick pull right here. Please, nobody be pissed off. Alright, so you've heard the way it sounds from the inside with the pull, you've heard the way it sounds from the outside. I don't know, have I converted any of you guys? Would you have before said, nah, you know what, that's not for me, I don't think I want it that loud? Maybe you've changed your mind, I don't know, leave me a comment. Let me know if I changed your mind, or if you already love the exhaust, because I already love the exhaust. I've heard it before on the old BRZ, I've heard it on the WRX, I've heard it on so many cars, and I like fell in love with Tome. And before I even had the car, this has been like my dream exhaust to buy. So I already knew what I wanted. I already knew what I was getting myself into, and it lives up to the hype that I've created for it in my mind. So I definitely encourage you, if you've been thinking whether you would or wouldn't get this exhaust, I definitely encourage you to grab it. And if you're like super set on this exhaust, I just want to let you know that I do have a link in the description of this video if you do want to check it out. I get all of my parts from this website, Subi Mods. They're super helpful, they're super fast on shipping, they have great prices. Sometimes they do discounts on really expensive stuff. Like car gets so much attention just because it's new, but like, especially in like the Subaru community, it's like, I don't know, it's an eye grabber for sure. And you see that giant Tome sticking out the back, like, it's pretty nice. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed the video. I hope I converted some of you guys who might not have been Tome fans before. This exhaust sounds freaking amazing and I'm in love with it. So if you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We are trying to hit 10K before the end of February. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're so close. We're only 1,000 away. Can't we get there? We can totally do it. I know we can do it. So, and also don't forget to hit the like button. I can't stress that enough. If you like the video. So guys, I'm gonna end it here because it's super late.